This weekend, Ashwaubenon's James Morgan will become the first quarterback from the Green Bay area to be drafted in more than 30 years. Chancellor Johnson catches up with the draft hopeful.
When you think of Northeast Wisconsin NFL athletes, there's not a lot of names that come to mind. But there's a new name making headlines ahead of the draft.
And Florida International QB James Morgan.
James Morgan, FIU quarterback.
Florida International quarterback James Morgan, a Green Bay native.
The QB has dashed up a number of draft boards, but his path there hasn't been that easy.
It's interesting because looking back now, had it not been for those things that came up, which I didn't necessarily think were good things at the time, I may not be in the position I am today.
His journey began in Green Bay, where he grew up less than a few miles from Lambeau Field.
Growing up, Brett Favre was my idol. I loved watching him. I tried to take a lot of the things when I was playing from what I saw him play, kind of that gunslinger mentality.
It went from just kind of enjoyable being a fan to, if I'm sitting next to him, he's like dissecting the coverages and telling me, oh, that guy's open and that guy's open.
His gunslinger mentality led to over 7,500 yards over 3 years at Ashwaubenon High School, but he didn't field any major D1 interest.
I definitely have a huge chip on my shoulder from not getting any Par 5 offers, and it was something that I felt like I was more than capable and talented at playing at that level, and they just never came.
Morgan landed on Bowling Green University, where he spent 3 years there before ultimately deciding to transfer.
Talked about bumps in the road, and it's kind of a bump in the road for me, and I had to really, fall back on my belief in myself, and I felt like I could play in the NFL, and I wanted to, make that happen.
With 2 years of eligibility left, Morgan was in search of a new school. So in order to get the attention of both coaches and scouts around the country, he did what any recruit would do. He sent an email.
It was probably like 80 recipients in that email, and as you mentioned, the only one that responded was FIU. How would be the most perfect situation for me.
In his junior year at FIU, Morgan was named the Conference USA Newcomer of the Year, and he was on his way to making more noise as a senior before he was slowed down by an injury. Fast forward to the spring, and the FIU quarterback was turning heads at the East and West Shrine game and the draft combine, putting himself in a position to join a short list of Green Bay athletes in the National Football League.
It means a whole lot. This is where I'm from, and you said it, there's not a lot of athletes that get out of here, and to change that script means a whole lot to me, and I'm very proud of that, and hoping to represent the best I can.
Morgan didn't have the big-time recruitment or the heralded college career, but now he's just moments away from completing his path to the draft.
It's something to see your kids work really hard and chase their dreams. So no matter what happens on draft day, we're just so proud of him.
For NBC 26, I'm Chancellor Johnson.